The Warriors came out to play in at least one Game 5, so what do we get, Francis? More basketball.
That's all we care about. We're going to OKC, and as you can tell, Jason Rubin is in a, I would say, very pep in his step like mood today. Because he comes in, text message this morning, going to Starbucks. Would you like anything? My God, what a way to start Friday.
Yes, it is a good way. I was not really drinking coffee during the week. I needed a break from it and just can't do it. It's not good. Not good for the show, not good for my life, probably not really exactly healthy for my body either. All right, so the Warriors won 120 to 111. It wasn't necessarily the most convincing win, but I can say that the Warriors did begin to look like they were playing their offense again. They stopped, except for Draymond Green in some situations. He took, I'd say, about a quarter and a half to really get going, but because he still finished with 11 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. He still played defense tremendously, which is one of the things they needed him to do. And as Francis has been mentioning throughout the entire series, rebounding. You know, Draymond backs down Roberson a couple times in the third quarter, and obviously it's a mismatch because just Draymond Green is so much thicker. He's a lot stronger than Roberson is. And he missed a lot of those back down shots, but Bogut's right there. A little tip.
Bogut had a great game.
Klay's right there for a follow-up. Like, that is what you didn't see literally at all in Oklahoma City. But in the end, regardless how convincing you might have thought it was or was not, it's a win, Game 6. It just becomes a game-by-game basis. I was thinking that the first 4 games of the series were not good basketball games. Blowouts in almost every direction. This could be a great, potentially 3-game series to finish it off, or at least we would think a competitive Game 6, where I know Francis believes in
OKC. There was a bunch of articles that I really enjoyed reading after this. One was from SB Nation, and they said that despite Golden State winning Game 5, they're still on their heels. And I firmly agree with that. And, okay, so we know that you're going to need to rely on some squad players to come in big moments. We've seen OKC rely on players like that. I thought Bogut had a fantastic Game 5. I thought he helped. I thought Festus Ezeli with the blackout behind us. It comes out. Yeah, hold on, it went black.
It flickered.
Right. I think Andrew Bogut had a fantastic Game 5. I think that Festus Ezeli came up in certain moments and enjoyed his spell. And that's something that by the way, away from basketball terms and just talking about it in general, I don't think Golden State looked like they're enjoying themselves. Klay Thompson, in this game, didn't look like he was enjoying himself. This is a guy that, at any point in the game, as you mentioned, can just go on a scoring spree and help take them forward. But Russell Westbrook, considered to have one of the worst three-point percentages. He's shooting 30%, for his position. Shooting 30-40%. Klay Thompson shooting 30%. That was almost unheard of during the regular season when he was in form. And that is my main point that I wanted to throw to you, if you agree or not. I don't think anyone in that Golden State team are playing even so 3/4 of like their full potential that they did during the regular season. Like when we seen Draymond Green on form during the regular season, he was taking more than 2 shots from in and around his comfort zone. He took 2 shots outside from a restricted area where he usually shoots from last night. That was unheard of because their confidence isn't there. The confidence in Draymond's jumper isn't there. And Steph Curry, right? This is what I loved about the SB Nation article. Like, you can talk about the squad that they have in comparison to each other. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are playing at an elite level, and they're playing at a level that takes their team further. Steph Curry, in order for Golden State to win this or even to push it further, he has to be at that same elite level to the game where he banged in 14 3-pointers or whatever it was against OKC back in February. Yeah. That's the level he has to play in OKC, or else they're out. That's
I agree with that 100%. A lot of this is going to come down to Steph Curry in Game 6. And, of course, it's not just – well, actually, yes, I'm going to say it is Steph Curry. Because – and here's what I was thinking, and this is another kind of obvious statement, but at the same time, you know, Kevin Durant dropped 40 points in this game. And, by the way, I don't think anybody has more quietly dropped 40-point games than Kevin Durant. It's not – so when you watch the Warriors, and this is what I'm trying to say, is when you watch the Warriors play, like you'll see Klay Thompson going like a 20-point quarter, and you'd be like, damn, Klay Thompson's got to have like 30-something points at this point in the game, right? Or Russ Westbrook, attack, free throw line, like and ones, racks up his point total. But Kevin Durant will score 2 points here, like first minute in the first quarter, and then a couple minutes later, a couple possessions later, he'll bang in a 3. Then towards the end of the quarter, he'll hit like 2 straight buckets, he'll have like 9. Yeah. And then he'll do that every quarter. And then that adds up to 36, 37, 38, 40 points. He just quietly silently assassinates teams.
Yeah.
And he played unbelievably well. He did miss a really clutch three-pointer that would have made this one of the most interesting comeback attempts on the road in playoff history, because Russell Westbrook, after the Oklahoma City three-man trap, which, by the way, Curry, call timeout, man. Come on. I'm surprised he was trying to force it up the court that much. Accept the foul. You had the timeout. If the trap comes, call timeout. But Waiters and Roberson stripped the ball from him, got over to Westbrook. Westbrook drives down the court. Controversial and one call. Doesn't matter. It goes in. Westbrook's on the line. Misses the free throw. Does not step over the line before that ball hits the rim. Hits the rim, jumps the line, gets the rebound, kicks it out to Durant, and Durant contested but missed that three. And then the Warriors were able to close it out from the free throw line after that. God, Westbrook might be the most exciting player to watch in the NBA. The guy his athleticism is unbelievable. His explosive first step. But they both played to their pretty much elite potential, as we call it. I mean, Durant, 40 points. Granted, 11 of 29 shooting, 11 of 30 shooting. Yeah. Westbrook, near triple-double, 28, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Like, we regularly see this happen from him. And the rest of the Thunder played well. But that's what's going to make Game 6, I think, competitive, is I think at this point, you don't want to give Durant another chance to score 40 points. No. You don't want to give Westbrook another chance to drop a triple-double, but you also don't want to give Curry another chance to get hot. Yeah. And if he does, the Warriors will win that game. If he doesn't, they're done. Their season's over, which is amazing. I do love the meme I want to throw up that was Russell Westbrook with a strange face saying, quote, "How the fuck y'all get 73 wins?" It's great, him on Steph Curry. And the two press conferences we'll throw in for you.
Curry's shooting better, but he also came up with a big steal in the fourth. Do you think that he's underrated as a defender?
I mean, getting steals, I don't know if that's just that's a part of playing defense, but he's pretty good, but he doesn't guard the best point guards. I think they do a good job of putting a couple guys on Russell, from Thompson to Iguodala.
I think the question should have been something like, what about the unsung hero of this game? When you say Robertson just was phenomenal at stripping players. His ability to read possession and his ability to go in and grab steals, I think, helped OKC. And if he does the same thing in Game 6, I think it's a trifecta of Oklahoma players that help shut down Steph Curry when they keep him quiet. And it's Adams, Ibaka, and Robertson. I know Westbrook guards him as well and does a good job, but it's when they switch it up, when they accurately maneuver their players to put the big man and then switch up and have Robertson come in and try and get a steal. It's really interesting to see how Steph has to adjust to that. And in the past, Steph Curry, early in February, wouldn't even think twice. He's taking shots with Steven Adams and standing on Serge Ibaka's shoulders in front of him. He's taking shots there. But it's interesting to see how he's just taking that. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he just lets rip and you're like, okay, it's Steph, stand up. But sometimes I think I've been noticing him take just a little step and just be like, all right, should I? I mean, he's pretty close to me, and that's something that I've noticed as of recent.
It's a very good observation. All right, before we go, I'm giving everybody the fact check on myself. I believe I said that Draymond Green had 14 rebounds. He had 13 rebounds.
Jesus, Jason, call yourself on a sportscaster.
I think Russell Westbrook, I said he had 39 and 8. Russell Westbrook had 28, 8, and 7.
Oh, you didn't say you said he had 28. You said KD had...
KD did have 40. He was 13 of 13 from the free throw line. KD's made 43 of his last 44 free throws. Jesus
How many have you made, commenter?
How many have you made? I always say make your free throws. KD makes his free throws, except for one. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? He shoots like 99.8% from the free throw line.
Some guy in the comments can be like, I make all my free throws. Yeah, show me. Prove it.
I'm like a 68% three-throw shooter. All right, comment below with what you think about Game 6 in Oklahoma City. Are we going back to Oracle Arena for a Game 7? All fans of basketball want to see it, unless the Thunder fans are out there. They obviously want to close out at home. Comment below, like, favorite, subscribe, social media in the description box below. I'll be doing a recap on Sunday at some time for the game on Saturday. And have a great Memorial Day weekend, too.
Have a great Champions League weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Champions League weekend.